Yeah, if you target this, I draw a card, by the way. Trample 9/9. Can you put something in front of that? Dark Ritual resolves. The One Ring? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Not today, buddy. Not today. And they're out. Hello, everyone. It's Tamiyo's research assistant and control guy, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Hopefully this video comes out pretty soon, but, yeah, just wanted to say I'm back. Regular videos are back, and yeah, that's all I have to say to you guys. Let's jump right in, get to this spicy Duskmourn Peru. Alright, so today, this is the first video that's releasing after Duskmourn's release. So let's play with some new cards. Playing Bant Control today, bringing back the good old Bant. Pretty simple shell. Counter spells, source of Plowshares, Uro, and Oko. That's a shell. The One Ring, obviously, it's back, but you know how it is. We play Solitudes. And then we play some interesting cards from Duskmourn. Namely, we're playing the Say Its Name Altanak package. For everyone who doesn't know, Say Its Name is this 2-mana sorcery that says mill 3 cards. You may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. And then you can exile this card and 2 other cards named Say Its Name and search your hand, graveyard, and library for Altanak, Thrice-Called, and put it onto the battlefield, activate only as a sorcery. So this on its own, without Altanak, is essentially a buffed, nerfed version of Regrowth, which is basically just 2 mana, get a card from your graveyard back to your hand. However, this one only gets lands and creatures. However, that's okay because in a control deck, hitting lands is important, very important actually. You want to hit a land drop every turn. And getting creatures, especially in a deck that's so creature heavy, we have Tamiyos, Uros, Solitudes, and obviously Altanak. That's pretty creature heavy for a control deck, right? We're usually going to hit with this, especially if you exile, if you pitch cast Solitude in the early game, you can get it back, have a removal spell in your hand. If they kill your Tamiyo, you can get it back, have Tamiyo. You mill your graveyard for Uro. You can get Uro back if you want to, but usually you just mill your graveyard, get a fetch land back, and basically you just mill 3 for Uro's escape trigger, which is really good. So yeah, this card is already pretty good, and the fact that it doesn't say return a creature or land cards from the cards milled, it's just the cards in your graveyard. The mill is just bonus. So that's not even horrible. I don't think it's like, on its own, that's not a playable effect in a control deck in Timeless, but it's not horrible. It's pretty good. And then, obviously, you have the clause of Altanak. Altanak is a whole different card. Altanak is an uncommon legendary creature. Insect Beast 9/9 with Trample for 7 mana, which is honestly kind of castable, not gonna lie. That's actually pretty castable, especially in a mana drain deck, but regardless. Altanak, whenever it becomes a target of a spell and ability an opponent controls, so whenever they try to remove it, you draw a card. So if you get it for free with Say Its Name, which by the way, Say Its Name mills other Say Its Names, so you can do that as early as turn 2 in theory. So yeah, you could draw a card if they try to remove it, which is already good. That already is decent on a 9/9 trample that closes the game in 2 hits, basically. And then Altanak, as if that wasn't enough, has a 2 mana ability. You can discard it from your hand to return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at instant speed. That is so good. Like, that's just a good effect overall. That's why I have 2 in the deck, even though you technically only really need 1 in the deck. I have 2 because this clause of just instant speed, return a fetch land to the battlefield on their end step, untap with an extra land in play, is so good. Like, it's just that good. Like, it just, turn 2, you hold up a mana drain. If they don't cast anything, you discard Altanak, get back your fetch land. Turn 3, One Ring. It's just, I don't know, man. That is really good. I think this discard ability is overtuned. That should have cost 3 mana or something. I don't know. Like, this card feels super, super pushed. Anyway, and yeah, discarding Altanak doesn't even have downside because you want it in the graveyard. Because Say Its Name will just reanimate it for free. Again, this card, it shouldn't be... Breathe, control guy, breathe. It shouldn't just be any time at sorcery speed you can just do this. It should be like Dragon's Approach, where when you cast it, you can then do it, so that you have to actually invest something and not just have it sitting there as a free 9/9 whenever you want. Like, at this point, like, I don't know what Wizards was thinking. So yeah, that's why we're running the Altanak package in this deck. Obviously, we also have the Tamiyo Brainstorm package, just to slow people down, slow aggro decks down a little bit. And then another new Duskborn card we're playing today is Split Up. In the set review, I said this might be a playable board wipe, and I'm just testing it in this deck. I want to see if it's actually good. I've obviously played a couple games already. It's been okay. Obviously, it's a bit awkward when their good creatures are untapped and their bad creatures that are many are tapped. So you have to choose kind of. That's kind of awkward sometimes. However, in a deck where you can kind of get it back with Tamiyo or get it back with Mystic Sanctuary, which we're playing one of, in this deck it's okay. And I found when you're playing for One Rings, it's actually very interesting because you can play the One Ring, you get protection. The opponent is then going to deploy all of his creatures and not attack, so that they can attack you when your One Ring protection drops. However, when your One Ring protection drops, you then cast a Split Up for 3 mana, destroying all untapped creatures after attacking with your Uro. So now it's a one-sided board wipe. So it has some really good pros, and it obviously has some cons as well. We have to see. However, in this deck specifically, I think it's one of the better 3 mana board wipes we can do. Because obviously we have the Altanak package, which is, for me, 6 cards right here. We can't really fit the energy rather than the Sky's Shell into this deck because of we have so many additional cards. Also, I had 2 copies of the just generic Manifest Dread in this deck as well, because I wanted to obviously try the thing where on turn 2 you Manifest Dread and Uro onto the battlefield as a 2/2, and then turn 3 you flip it upright and attack with it because it doesn't have it enter the battlefield trigger. I was doing that. Started off with 4, then went down to 2, then went down to 0 because honestly, 2 mana sorcery speed Manifest Dread just wasn't strong enough. Because if they just have a removal spell, Uro dies, which is okay. Uro in the graveyard is good, and it mills a card. But sometimes you'll just hit Swords to Plowshares Brainstorm, and you wish that was just a Brainstorm and not a Manifest Dread, you know. So yeah, Say Its Name is, in my opinion, much better than just Manifest Dread. In my opinion, it just does more. It gets a creature back to your hand or a land back to your hand, and it mills cards for you. If you mill your instant and sorceries, that's good. You're milling your instant and sorceries for Tamiyo and for Mystic Sanctuary. So effectively, Say Its Name is always just 2 mana, draw a creature or land card, and put 2 cards away for later. That's what this does. It's either Uro Fuel in this deck, or it just comes back with Tamiyo or Mystic Sanctuary or whatever, right? So yeah, that's pretty good. Obviously, Oko, great win con and Simic, and that's just what you have to be doing. And yeah, that's about it. Just looping back to board wipes real quick. The reason we're not playing, like, I don't know, Divine Purge is because Divine Purge is awkward with Uro. When you have an Uro in the battlefield, Divine Purge will exile it and make it cost 5, and then you cast it for 5, and it enters the battlefield, kills itself, and then you have to escape it for 6, which is just not worth it. Because it perpetually costs 2 more to cast, and escape is an alternate casting cost, so it still costs more. So, I don't know. I don't like Divine Purge in this deck. All in on Supreme Verdict is slow because you need the 3 mana Wrath, and then the other 3 mana Wrath is what's it called? Doomscar, but you have to foretell that one, which means you're taking turn 2 off, which is just not worth it. So Split Up actually could see some really valuable play. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck tech. We have a bunch of interesting lands because obviously with Say Its Name, we can do some interesting things. Honestly, I was thinking of playing a Ghost Quarter to answer land-based strategies, but yeah, because we're green, obviously we're allowed to play Boseiju, which in this deck, like, you channel Boseiju, destroy their shifting woodlands, Say Its Name, get Boseiju back, and just keep doing that over and over again. Say Its Name mills a Lush Portico, you discard Altanak, the Lush Portico enters the battlefield tapped anyway, so you get to Surveil with 2 and ramp. It's really good. So yeah, we're playing a Monumental Henge, obviously, again, because we have so many, like, hits for it in this deck. We have Tamiyos, we have Okos and Uros, we have the One Ring, we have Altanak. Monumental Henge, on average, is gonna hit when you tap it, so it's worth it. And I think it's worth it over the first basic planes, because we don't have a white removal spell for Blood Moon anyway. Harbinger of the Seas, we're just gonna have to Solitude it, or tap a white in response and kill it, or just counter it. You know, that's just how we're gonna have to be Harbinger of the Seas. Our answer to Blood Moon is basic Forest and Boseiju. And yeah, that's about it for the deck tech. I'll see you guys in the games. Thanks for watching. Alright, rank reset hit us hard, but that's okay. We have the awkward Mystic Sanctuary opening hand, but we do go first with a fetch land, so I think I will keep this. Fetch, turn 2, Brainstorm. Yeah, let's keep. And I could either get a Surveyor land here, or I could get my my Spara's headquarters to have all my colors. We're playing against a Ragavan strategy. That's fine. Let's get a Surveyor land. See if we can hit a land drop. We're straight to the graveyard. That's pretty cool. And we hit a land. That's nice. Let's just hold up swords for Ragavan. Gigantha. They're probably on either. What are they playing? They're probably playing just Boros Energy. I'm not gonna lie, or Boros Aggro. Ragavan down into a Johnny. That's fair. If we draw a white land here, we can just split up and destroy all untapped creatures. I actually really like that play. In that case, I think I'm gonna Brainstorm on end step here, even though that's not technically good. And we do the fetch lands. Let's put this and this on top. Let's draw the Windswept Heath, play the Misty Rainforest. Now here, what do we want to do? We can Elk a Johnny, but that kills Oko. I think the best play is just to split up. And obviously we don't have a we don't have the green-white shock land, so we have to get white here. Split up, destroy all untapped creatures. Let's kill a Johnny. Let's see what they do for their turn 3. Probably like a Fable the Mirror Breaker or something, if I had to guess. Nope, just an Ocelot Bride. Followed by a tap land. That's pretty good for us here. That's pretty good for us. So here, I think what I'm gonna do is so I could either fetch just fetch green and Oko and start building up Oko, or I could just play the One Ring. I think the One Ring is what I want to do, because if I play the One Ring, next turn I can tap the One Ring with a Tamiyo in play and flip Tamiyo. So, and I can't take damage anyway if I have the One Ring out, so that's good. And I think I'm gonna fetch. I have a lot of blue. I think I'm gonna just fetch my basic forest here. Let's play the One Ring. They can probably just lightning bolt me or something. Yeah, that's fine. Draw a card. Brainstorm, that's good. Next turn I get to basically Tamiyo and Static Prison. Never mind. I don't get to do any of that. Okay. Well, it's not protection, so you're not getting any life. And they play on a Johnny. Okay. Okay. Oh, another One Ring. That's cool. So do I want to just deploy another One Ring? Or do I want to try and kill a Johnny? Do I want to try and flip Tamiyo? I think my play here is I'm going to flip Tamiyo with a Brainstorm to hit a land drop. Let's play Tamiyo. Let's flip Tamiyo. There we go, that's a land drop. Put back Tamiyo. And probably the Flooded Strand, because I actually like Monumental Henge here. Wait, I can keep the Tamiyo, actually. I could keep the Tamiyo. That's really interesting. I could cast the Tamiyo here. Yeah, that's really interesting. Put back, let's see, the One Ring Flooded Strand. Tamiyo transforms. Plus Tamiyo. Play Monumental Henge. And I could Oko here, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to play it safe and keep a swords. And I'm gonna try and swords this Ajani in my instep when they go to crack their fetch land. So they're gonna crack their fetch land. Now they can't have a kill spell for their cat in hand. So I'm gonna kill their Ajani now. Alright. Opponent's nice spamming me. Yeah, well, gotta play tight if you want to win. Next turn, let's Let's see. I don't even know what I want to do next turn. I have Tamiyo. I can always get back a board wipe. What are they going to split up here? My Planeswalker? Okay. Sure. That's fine by me. Another Ajani. That's the third one, right? Is that the third Ajani? No attacks. Okay. Let's see here. Just thinking of my play pattern here. I'm a Brainstorm in the graveyard. Oh, I can flip Tamiyo here. But if I flip Tamiyo... No, Tamiyo doesn't die if I flip her. Yeah, let's attack. Let's draw a card with this clue. Play a land. Get Mystic Sanctuary, or do I get a green source? I think I just get Mystic Sanctuary. Put Split Up on top. Take action. Cast the One Ring. Gain protection from everything. Flip Tamiyo. The Static Prisons are eating away at their, energy. Yep. Did it get me? Let me have a creature back? That's fine, I'll take that. And they let me have another One Ring. That's another card, I'll take that. Okay.
Stop posting about Among Us. I'm tired of seeing it. My friends on TikTok
they buy Giganta. Their attacks aren't even good here.
And all of the channels are just Among Us stuff. I showed my
and they don't attack, so their creatures are tapped. Okay, I'll draw another card. Solitude. Nice. And they're out. Yeah, so here you guys really got to see Split Up in action. Split Up there, Split Up here, I attack with Tamiyo. They don't have a flying blocker, so Tamiyo is tapped. They couldn't really attack because my Tamiyo was plussed, so these things don't do damage and these only do 2 damage. So Tamiyo can just block them. Tamiyo is tapped. I just play 3 mana. I do I don't know, white, blue or something. 3 mana, destroy all their creatures. And my Tamiyo survives through a 3 mana board wipe, you know? That's really, really good. Then I minus this Tamiyo to get back whatever I want. Probably just source the Plowshares, in all honesty. I draw 2 cards with the One Ring and flip this Tamiyo. Then this Tamiyo pluses again, and they just never are dealing damage to me again for the rest of the game. It's pretty good, honestly. Alright, we go first again. We have a pretty decent hand. I actually like it a lot. Against a Lurrus strategy, which is a bit scary always, but should be fine. We can just go turn 1 Hedge Maze. If they're in an aggro deck, that's fine. Turn 2 Flooded Strand, Tamiyo. Or turn 2 just hold up Mana Drain, I suppose. Yeah, I like that. Turn 1 Hedge Maze. Put Ura straight into the graveyard. Love that. Love that. Alright, what is the opponent playing? Probably another Boros or Mardu deck. Honestly, everyone is playing Boros and Mardu at the moment, not gonna lie. Main deck Cling to Dust? Is that what this is? Nope. Play with fire. Okay, we're playing against Rakdos Burn. So we want to turbo out Ura. Oh, Tamiyo flip is really nice, actually. They could have a Ragavan, but I'm just gonna flip Tamiyo here. That's so worth it. And I'm gonna get a white source, even though it hurts me, and I'm against a burn deck. Oh. I almost swords my Tamiyo. That was almost a crazy misplay. We get 2 Solitudes as a reward. Okay. Okay. Now a hasted Ragavan doesn't even matter. Alright. That's a good hand. I can't even lie. My turn. Draw. Just keep plussing. I think I actually might shuffle away the One Ring, unless they cast a spell that I want to counter, right? If they cast a counterable spell, then I won't, but we'll see. Duel Master? Couldn't care less. I'll just source it on the end step. Yeah, that does 1 damage to Tamiyo. Yeah. You just realize, like, I remember in spoiler season, everyone was hating on Tamiyo that her +2 isn't that good. Bricking 1 power creatures is always good. Like, it's always been good in Magic. Like, oh my goodness, Bump of the Night, sure. Burn me. Their 1 mana creature, 1 power creatures are completely bricked. What you got? Do the critics. I will kill that. I'll counter that and cast a 1 ring. Counter that and cast a 1 ring next turn. Yeah, they realize attacking doesn't do anything, so. Plus Tamiyo.
Yeah, bro. I'm good.
Kill that.
I'm good, bro. You geeking, bro. I'm good. Bro, get hold of me. I'm good, bro. Are you crying, bro?
And they have seen enough. Tamiyo is good, dude. Tamiyo is good. Tamiyo is really, really good. Alright, we go first. We have Flooded Strand, Monumental Henge. We have Altanak, so that's good. Let's keep it. We're gonna get we have to get Spara's headquarters. Oh, we're gonna get Moused. That's funny. We have Solitude though, so we should be fine. We have to get this one because we need green and we need this to enter untapped. Which will say its name. Is Say Its Name better than Altanak here? Because Say Its Name might hit a white creature, might hit a Solitude for this. Say Its Name might hit a. Is Altanak better or Say Its Name? What's the better 2-drop? I actually don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Altanak. But I actually don't know what the better 2-drop there is. I don't know what the better card there is. This card is wreaking havoc in Pioneer and Explorer, by the way. They don't seem to have the ley line, so we should be fine. Here comes the pump spell. Got lucky this time. Got lucky this time. Actually, no. I wanna do this. Yep, there you go. That's the Solitude I was talking about. Now I can Solitude and Counterspell. It's pretty good. I'm gonna Counterspell the this guy. Then I'm gonna Solitude. What is this? You're testing the waters. I don't care how much life you have, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna make him think I don't have a white card. I want him to over-invest onto this creature. Oh, that wasn't a... Oh. I thought this was a slick shot show-off, I won't even lie to you. I genuinely thought this was a slick shot. It's not. It's a demo. Wait, what? I genuinely thought this was a slick shot show-off. What the hell?
What's wrong with you,
Okay.
bro? What the heck?
Sure, dude.
You tripping,
And
bro?
they can see
You
it. I ain't
tripping?
They went all in on the mouth and it got exiled, so they lose. Yeah, the reason why this isn't a timeless card, it's an explorer card, but not a timeless card, is that the second line, when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power. That's what they're trying to abuse, but it's not gonna die. It's gonna get exiled, so it's just not worth it. So they overcommitted on this mouse and they just lost. I thought this game was so much worse for me if this was just a slick shot show off. I thought this was one, but it's a demonic ruckus. My bad. Alright, we have a one lander. I go first, but it's a one lander. That's basically unkeepable. However, we do have Say Its Name. So if we do draw this, and we have Altanak, so if we draw a fetch land, we win. Let's keep it. Let's play Tamiyo on turn 1 and try to make them remove her instead of playing an aggressive threat. Swamp. Yep, that's what I thought. Fetch land? Not a fetch land, but also not horrible. I mean, I'll Brainstorm. Okay, put this away, put, yeah, I'll probably just put this away. What are they playing? Playing mono black. Yep. Okay. Did I miss a land drop here intentionally? I think I missed a land drop here. I have to. I have to miss a land drop. Because I need to hold up mana drain here. I don't know what their through drop is. If they don't do anything, I basically get to hit a land drop with Altanak. Yeah, you see? That's worth. Won't you look at that? Beautiful. Beautiful deck building. Beautiful deck building. End turn. Beautiful deck building. And now I get to fetch. Say its name. Milled another Say Its Name. That's big. Make my land drop. See? Missed a land drop, but Altanak just fixes that, but who cares? That's really good. And they missed a land drop too, by the way. Just saying. They missed a land drop too. What are they doing over there? What the hell is this? Each opponent discards 2 cards on this unless I discard a non-land card. Let's see. Let's Brainstorm in response. Let's put... we're gonna shuffle, right? Let's put... I think I want to discard Solitude. Let's put this back. And Hedge Maze back. Let that resolve. Discard a non-land card. Discard Solitude. What does this do? At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player has 1 of you or loses 2 life. Beginning of your draw set, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 of your cards in it. Okay, cool. Just mono black discard. Sure. Let's fetch that stuff away. Let's get our let's get a Meticulous Archive. Let's see if we can hit a Say Its Name. A mana drain, I'll take that. Pass the turn. This can get Lush Portico. We have 11 cards in graveyard already. Sure. Hedge Maze or Lush Portico here. I think I'll get Lush Portico for the white source. Another land. We can mill lands. Yeah. At this point, we can mill lands because we were so ahead in mana anyway. Alright, let's see what they try here. I still have Hedge Maze, by the way. This is why I play 4 Surveil lands, because when you're just doing nothing, like, surveilling is just so much extra value. I'm at 10 life already, but I have a rare in my deck, so I'll gain life back. My turn. They're missing land drops over there, which I feel a little bad for them, but they're also playing discard, so I really don't care. Let's play the card that makes sure that my hand will never be empty again for the rest of the game. Let's do that. They have a Bowmaster in hand. They do have a Bowmaster in hand. And we're at 9 life with this one ring, by the way. Just saying. We could just die to our own ring, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. Opponent is roping. Opponent is tilty because they didn't hit land drops. Well, you see, you're playing a discard deck, so... yeah. Oh, they're gonna go to discard, that's why they're tilted. Necro dominance. You think? Who would have guessed you're a Necro deck? Who would have guessed that you're a Necro deck, dude? Who would have guessed? Dark Ritual. Shieldred. Sure. On your end step, that gets exiled. Oko. Don't mind if I do. Tamiyo. Flip Tamiyo. Oh, hello. Hello, say its name. You look nice. But I want to hold up an counter spell. Oh, man. I'm low, but we're in this for a reason, dude. We're in this for a reason. Say its name. Mill some cards. Put an Uro straight into the graveyard. Get a land back. Play the land, because I can. Exile 2 other cards named Say Its Name. Put Altanak or Thrice-Called onto the battlefield. Search my library. Find it. Put it in. And I could Uro here and greed for a land. I could also cast this Uro, but I'm not going to do that. I want to hold up double counterspell. I don't need to hold up double counterspell. I don't need to hold up 1, but I'm not going to greed. I'm going to play it safe. Yeah, if you target this, I draw a card, by the way. Trample 9/9. Can you put something in front of that?
What are you talking about?
Dark Ritual
This was
resolves.
What do you think I've been working the past 10 years of my life for? I was going to be the youngest world champ in the history of the game.
No.
That's over now.
Not today, buddy.
They stole it from me, Karma. They took
and
it.
they're out.
That was today.
Hell no! Put more lands in your deck. Stop playing discard if you want to play this game. Like, if you want to play, like, the Necro and the thing is, because he discarded Necro Dominance, it's safe to say he's an 8 Necro deck. He has all the Necros in his deck, and he has the One Ring. So he's effectively a 12 Necro deck. His deck is built around Necro Dominance, or the One Ring, and Shieldred. Bad deck. Anyway. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And we are back for the post-game chat. And man, oh man, the reason why there's 2 Altanaks in this deck is because the option of hold open mana drain or Altanak ramp is so good. It feels so good every time you do it. This card has so little opportunity cost in a Bant Control deck. It's like, it's castable in the late game. It comes back for free, would say its name. It ramps you. Man, the only problem I have with this is when you have both Say Its Name and Altanak in your hand, what is better? Do you cast Say Its Name or do you discard Altanak? That's my only problem with this package. I love this package already. It's amazing. This deck did pretty well. Only times it lost was when it didn't find its board wipes, because we're not running many. I think there's a good argument to try and get this up to 4 or 5 board wipes. Tamiyo did a really good job when she was relevant, but you might not need 4 of her, so you could cut down on Tamiyo's maybe. Solitude is a really good card with Say Its Name because it comes back, but we are low on white cards. Ironically, do you want me to say it? Do you want me to just say it? Ironically, the One Ring was the card that I didn't really need in that high numbers in this deck, because when you mill it with Say Its Name, you can't get it back. You can't get it back with Tamiyo, you can't get it back with Mystic Sanctuary. I'm gonna say it, this might not be a One Ring deck. I've not tried it yet, and the One Ring is really broken, and obviously split up similar as well, because they don't attack you when you have protection. But I'm gonna say it, the One Ring might have been the weakest card in this deck, which that's a good sign for this deck. I'm gonna definitely keep working on this archetype. I'm okay with these 60 cards. but I'm not like happy. In my sideboard here, I already have 3 Wrath of the Skies because I'm really considering just switching the board wipe sweep to Wrath of the Skies. But when you have Wrath of the Skies in the energy package, yeah, this might just be a no 1 rings, 2 dig through times, 4 Uros, 4 Wrath of the Skies, 2 Tune the Narratives, and 2 Tamiyos. That might be the deck. So yeah, we're gonna keep working on this. But man, this deck feels really nice. It sucks a little bit against Show and Tell, because obviously you can't put in Leyline Binding. But again, I think the Altanak package is so like, it's so easy to cut. Like, this isn't green. This is 1 and a green. You can put this in a Leyline Binding shell and you're good. Like, I think the Altanak package is really good. The only problem with the Altanak package is that it is a lot of cards. I'm playing a 6-card package. You could just do 3 Say Its names and 1 Altanak and have a 4-card Altanak package. That's technically possible, but I like having the extra Say Its name for more consistency. And I love Altanak's discard ability. I think Altanak's discard ability is stronger than the card Say Its name itself. Like, the fact that you can just discard this and then it comes back later because of Say Its name, obviously, but just discarding this for 2 mana would be a viable. If we just had a 2 mana instant speed spell, return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, that's good. I think that's good enough in Timeless. That might be good enough in Timeless, right? Just having the upside of having a pretty castable 7 mana 9/9 trample. That's decent upside, honestly. Pretty castable. And then it's just ridiculous because it just comes back for free in the late game. Or the mid or early game even. Like, when you return an Altanak against like a Boros opponent, what are they gonna do? Like, lightning bolt it 3 times? You draw 3 cards? Like, that just can't be worth it, right? Like, so yeah, obviously, Altanak obviously has the other funny thing. If an opponent is down to play funny games, they can ping it with Bowmaster, which makes you draw a card, which makes them ping it with Bowmaster, which makes you draw a card, and so on. Pretty cool interaction, but no one's ever going to do that because it's pretty troll. And yeah, that's this deck. Pure Bant, no other colors. Definitely could go up on Mystic Sanctuary. Like, Say Its name, returning a fetch land, which can then get you back in Mystic Sanctuary, is really, really good. That being said, if you're going to self-mill that hard, you could make this a Yorion deck, maybe? But yeah, again, this deck, this archetype, could be good. Me personally, I've not found a good way to put Manifest Dread into this yet, but we're going to be working on that too. So stay tuned. Again, YouTuber stuff, you know I have to do it. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever, all the good stuff. I'll read all my comments. And if you have criticism, please let me know. Anything you'd like to see me improve on, slap that thing down in the comments and I'll be right there with you. Anyway, before we end this glorious video, let's open a quick pack. Oh, we have 2. I didn't even realize we had a Dustborn pack. Alright, let's open a Dustborn pack first. Alright, we got our free rare. We got the 2 of the 13 life lands, which I think these are good budget lands, by the way. These are really good lands if you're on a budget in Timeless. You're going to be low in Timeless anyway, and ETB tap lands in the early game are okay. So I think these are good lands. And our rare is Marina Vendril. I'm not even going to read this wall of text because it's probably not playable in Timeless. Alright, MH3. What do we get? No Mythic. Static Prison. Hey, another Monumental Henge. I'll take that. That's not bad. That's good for blue-white control. I'm thinking, can we just slap the Altanak package in a blue-white control deck? Because I did do that video recently where I just had blue-white control with 3 Okos. What if we had blue-white control, but with just like 4 Say Its names and Altanak? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the views. Really appreciate the recurring viewers. You guys are amazing. And any video ideas you have for me, let me know. Yeah, otherwise you're just gonna keep seeing the same 3 control decks, Jeskai, Blue White, and Bant on the channel. I'm joking. We're gonna look into the Oculus card on when I have more wild cards. The new basically Murktide. We're gonna look into that. Probably gonna put that in a Demir shell. Actually, that sounds really good. And yeah, other than that, I'm the control guy. This video was really fun to make, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.
the astronaut's helmet, and I go, more like, ah!